So go ahead and grab your props. If you have a strap, please grab a strap. If you've got a couple blocks, have those available as well. And go ahead and find yourself on your mat, just on your back. And as you begin, you can just bring your knees, bend your knees, put your feet on the floor. If you're in bed, you're already there. So that's good. You can just stay right in bed. And just go ahead and place your hands on your low belly as you lie back. Just place your hands on your low belly. Knees are bent. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. With your hands placed on your belly, just go ahead and feel the rise and fall of your breath this morning. Just going to settle inwards so your attention can be drawn in towards the breath, away from distractions. We can start to listen to our inner landscape here. And then after a few breaths, just keep your lips gently closed and just breathe in and out through the nose. Allow the back of your body to feel the support beneath it. And with your hands on your low belly, see if you can connect to the space behind the palms, so the low back, and see if you can invite the breath to also move to the back waist, the side waist, and the front waist. Take one more breath here. And then go ahead and cross your arms and bring your right hand to the outside of your left ribs and your left hand to the outside of your right ribs. So you're just placing your hands gently, crossing the arms, and then just continuing with the breath there and just noticing how the breath expands and contracts and your ribs. So 3-part breath. The diaphragm is moving up and down, and that's why there's this expansion and contraction. So our diaphragm is our breathing apparatus. And then we invite our attention to move towards the breath. Maybe you feel your ribs moving apart a little, a lot. You just notice. Soften the muscles and the tissues of your face. Relax your jaw. Just allow 2 more inhales and 2 more exhales right there, just feeling. And again, inviting the breath, the full circumference of the ribs, back ribs, side ribs, front ribs. And keeping your arms crossed just as they are, just slide your hands up under your armpits. It's like you have a horseshoe with your hand. You're going to slide your hands right underneath your armpits. Your thumbs will point towards your collarbones, and then just rest your arms down. And then just attach your awareness to the breath moving to the upper chest, right up. The lungs are pretty large. They go right up to your collarbones. And feel the breath in the upper chest, the upper back, So you're creating this pattern of, it's called three-part breath. You're bringing your awareness first to the lower part, the middle part, and now the upper part. And again, you might feel your collarbones broaden, feel the rise and fall of the upper chest. It might be a lot, it might be a little. Take 2 more breaths here, please. And then place your right hand on your upper chest and your left hand on the low belly. And now we've had this awareness of three-part breath. See if as you breathe, you can invite the breath to move equally into all 3 parts: low belly, mid-ribs, and upper chest. So not just in the front body, but side body and back body as well. And just enjoy bringing in breath, bringing in awareness of breath. Maybe you've never been aware of your breath before. That's creating a new habit. Take 1 more breath, please. And then with your strap or your towel or whatever you may have, a tie, anything that you like. So with the left leg bent, go ahead, extend the right leg up and place the strap right around, not quite the arch, right, just above the arch. And just be gentle. Right knee is bent, left knee is bent, left toes face forward. Just go ahead and point your toes. It's not so easy with the strap, and then flex. Just go ahead, don't worry where the strap goes, just point and flex a couple times. Do a couple rotations with your ankle. And make sure you go both ways, just a couple rotations, see your toes spreading. Good, and then go ahead, reset the strap here. Slightly bend your knee. You're going to take your right leg out to the right. You're also going to let your left knee move out to the left. So you'll be on the edge of your left foot. And then you are supported with the strap here, right leg out. Just to have a nice stretch here of the groins. You might feel a stretch in the right hamstring. You might feel a little outer left hip engagement. And just breathe here. Come back to that 3-part breath. So again, sometimes when we move into these stretches, right, the mind goes to where you feel the stretch, what's happening. Now, that's great. And now bring the breath, the 3-part breath, and breathe deeply into this position. The left foot is flexed and you're on the outside edge of your left foot. Your left knee is open, your right leg is open. Just 1 more breath here. And then go ahead and come back up and say hello to Deep, the magical dog who might help us a little bit this morning's practice. Hey, Deep. Good. So go ahead, extend the left leg straight forward. Baby, lay down, girl. Straight forward. And then just go ahead and crawl up just a little bit and round out just to stretch the upper back. So you're just hanging on to the strap. Some of you might be able to hang on to the foot. I'm not able to do that. So extend out through the left foot, extend out through the right foot. Right knee is soft and you're scooping out your center. So you're pressing your navel to your spine. And then go ahead, just release your shoulders and head back down. Take your strap into your left hand and guide your right foot across to the left. Oh, I got a chair right there. That's nice. So if you want to support it on the block, you can support it on the block. It's just a nice outer hip stretch here. And see if you can, again, bring 3-part breath in from low belly, side ribs, upper chest. And see if you can allow your right shoulder to stay anchored. So nice long stretch through the low back, through the outer hip, through the entire right leg. Right knee is soft. So starting out is not our typical pattern for Vinyasa Yoga, so we're changing our pattern a little bit. Take 2 more 3-part breaths. Low belly, you're going to twist here, so it's just going to feel a little different. Might not feel as full because you're twisting in the diaphragm. You're creating a little bit of a twist there. 1 more breath. And then go ahead, bring that leg back up. Release the strap and float the leg down. Good. Okay, second side. Let's bend the right knee. Before you put the strap on, just go ahead, extend your left leg up. Point and flex. I don't know, maybe half a dozen times, 4 to 6 times. Just point and flex, bringing some awareness into the toes, into the feet. And then do some rotations with your ankle. Nice and slow. Open your toes. And then reverse the direction of the ankle circle. Maintaining that 3-part breath. And then we can go ahead and place the strap or your tie or your towel, whatever you have, right on the foot. Keeping the left knee softly bent, right? So we're not looking to jam anything back. We're just looking for a soft left knee. Place the left hand onto the strap. Your right arm can come open. Your right knee will open to the right. You'll be in the edge of your right foot, and your left foot will open to the left, right? Don't go crazy with this, right? We're not going for the gold here. We're just opening up inner thighs, groins, outer hips, just before we're just changing the pattern up a little bit here. Bring that 3-part breath into your awareness here. Again, facial tissue soften. You're holding the left leg with the strap or your tie or whatever, and just letting this posture, this shape, open up, letting the muscles engage in the left leg, open in the right leg. Take 1 more breath here. And then you're going to bring your right knee in, left leg up, extend your right leg straight out. Right toes are flexed. Bring the strap in the right hand and then guide your left foot across. I don't have a chair on this side. Left knee nice and bent. Try to keep your left shoulder anchored onto the mat. So we're just twisting the spine gently here with support. And again, you can rest the left leg on a chair or a block or just suspend it. But the strap has your leg. So you're not overstretching, you're not pushing, you're just inviting this gentle twist to the low back, outer left hip gets a stretch. 3-part breath. 3-part breath. Here we go. 1 more breath, please. Deep and full. And then guide that leg back up. Go ahead and just walk your hands up. Just crawl your hands up. Scoop the low belly. Round the back navel to the spine. Just taking a little bit of a stretch here. And then go ahead, come down, release the strap from the foot. Move it to the side. And then go ahead, cross your right leg over your left. Right leg over your left. So thighs are squeezing together. You can put your hands on your knees, your shins, or your ankles. Some people can reach your feet. And it's just as like the shins are lifting up, you're just gently pulling your thighs, gently guiding your thighs forward. Take a little bit of rounding here. And then release. So inner thighs are squeezing together. Bring your hands behind your head. Take an inhale. As you exhale, curl up as the knees come towards the face. You're squeezing it, and then release down. Take another inhale here as you exhale. Front of body and thighs come together. Good, inhale down. Exhale, squeeze in together. Inhale down. This time, as you exhale, bring your right elbow over to the left. Take an inhale, exhale, right elbow over to the left as the thighs pull in. Inhale, back down. Exhale, other side, left elbow towards the right. Good, keep going like that. So you inhale, and as you exhale, you squeeze them together, twisting. And exhale, squeeze them together, twisting. Do one more each side. Pulling navel to spine. Trying not to lift with your neck, but lifting with the core muscles. Good. And then release the legs. Good. And cross left over right. Bring your hands to your knees, or your shins, or your ankles, or your feet, wherever you can attach to. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Good. So keep that action, navel to spine, squeezing inner thighs together, hands behind the head. Take an inhale. As you exhale, draw the thighs towards the torso as you squeeze up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, squeeze it in, pulling navel to spine. Good. Try to keep the elbows wide and try not to use your neck muscles to lift up. Try to use the core muscles. So the core muscles are all the muscles that surround the spine, from the tailbone all the way up to the crown, to the upper neck. Good. This time, take an inhale. As you exhale, bring your right elbow over to the left, squeezing in. Inhale back. Exhale again, other side. Pull in. Draw in. Draw that energy and that strength in. This might be a different type of abdominal exercise for you. Again, this class is about new patterns. Let's do one more each side, please. Keeping 3-part breath going. And then releasing your legs. Taking a long stretch. Reach your arms over your head. Reach your legs straight out. Good. And then go ahead, cross. You can rock forward. Finding your way to downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, that upside down V. Nice wide hands, wide base. Take some time here in your downward facing dog to attach the mind to the 3-part breath. Now you're in an inversion, right? So feels different. The head is below the heart. 3-part breath, breathing into low belly, back waist, side waist, mid ribs, and upper chest. If you want to pedal your feet out, please pedal your feet out. Just try to be in your best moment, your best breath with no resistance. Good. Take one more breath here. And then walk your feet forward to your hands. Uttanasana, forward fold. Bring your hands to your shins and lengthen the spine halfway. Good. We're going to do a lot of movement today, just in a little different way. So every time you do Uttanasana now, I want you to feel like the front body is resisting gravity by drawing the front body to the back body. And go ahead, palms up towards the ceiling. And then same thing, the front of your arm bones lift away from the mat. So it's like you are flying, suspended. So the whole front body, collarbones, front heads of the arm bones, whole front of the spine resisting here. And then your tailbone is grounding towards the heels. Feel like there's breath under the whole front of your arms, moving your arms up and away, and feel how your heart moves forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, can you find that shape again? Flying forward. Feel like there's air from the top heads of your shoulders all the way through your fingertips. The whole front spine is resisting the pull of gravity. Tailbone, sitting bones, energy down to your feet. Exhale, fold. One more time, same thing. Find that flying halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Good. It's like there's just breath and air lifting the front body away. And then go ahead, fold. We're going to walk back into downward facing dog. So it's that upside down V, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And you're going to inhale forward to a plank pose. Plank pose, just as it sounds. You're straight as a plank here. So focus again here on 3-part breath. All right, this is a little bit more effort. You can always release the knees to the mat, but not releasing the hips or the low belly. Again, feel like the whole front of your body is resisting. Take 2 more breaths here. Lengthen, tailbone towards heels, low back gets long. 1 more 3-part breath. Low belly, mid ribs, upper chest. On your next exhale, float your hips back up, downward facing dog. Come forward again into your high push-up position. Lengthen long through the low back. Pull and guide your arm bones back so the heart can move forward. Take an inhale. As you exhale again, downward facing dog. Good. From there, go ahead, lower your knees down. Come onto your right side. Legs are together. You'll be on your right forearm. Check out your shoulder above your elbow. I'm going to bring my forearm about 45 degrees here. Nice wide hands. Straight line here. We've got a straight line. Shoulders, hips, knees, ankles. I'm going to take my left hand on top of my right, and I'm going to lift up into a forearm plank. Squeeze your thighs towards each other, inner thighs towards each other. Press down with the forearm, and then maybe if you feel, you can bring the left hand to the hip or reach it up or look up. Relax down. So this is a new pattern for side plank. Possibly you've not done a forearm side plank. So again, be very conscious of the shoulder over the elbow to protect the shoulder. Place the left hand over the right hand or the right forearm. I like to press the hand. Press down so you can lift up. Can you find 3-part breath here? For 2 breaths. Squeeze and lift that right hip away from gravity. Maybe reaching the hand up, the left hand up. Maybe hip, maybe not. Exhale, come down. Good. Go ahead, roll onto your bellies. Extend your leg bones long. Interlace your hands behind you. And just lift the upper chest. Lift the upper arms. Long neck here. 3-part breath into the back of the body. And release. Go ahead, press yourself back up to downward facing dog again. And just breathe and focus on what's in front of you right now. Notice if your mind is jumping forward, right? And if it is, just see if you can bring it back to attention of 3-part breath. From downward facing dog, walk your feet forward again into standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, fly forward. Front body moves to back body. Arm bones lift away from the pull of gravity. Exhale, fold. Good. Walk your feet out to plank position. Knees up or down. Lengthen through the low back. Draw the energy and the strength of the front body into the back body. Good. And then go ahead, lower your knees and come down. We'll find our way onto our left side here. Again, so we make sure the alignment, left shoulder over left elbow, forearm and hand about 45 degrees. Make sure you're on your left hip, you're not rolling front or back. Legs are strong, knit together. My feet are flexed. Place your right hand on top of your left and lift. So press the earth away and use the strength of your left side muscles, your left oblique muscles to lift up. Feel like your left inner thigh moves to your right inner thigh. Maybe hand goes to the hip. Maybe it reaches up. Maybe it stays down. Release down, right? It's a new pattern, something new. So there might be a new pattern of muscle energy that's working for you. Let's find that again. Take a deep inhale, draw in your energy. Exhale, press the earth away. You can keep that hand right there. Try not to roll forward or back. Think of the left side body moving away from the pull of gravity. You decide what you do with your right arm. Squeeze the legs together and release down. Good. Roll onto your bellies again. This time on your bellies, you bring your hands out to the side. Right, like a spider. Good. And then press the fingertips down. Lift the heart. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, lift up. Pull and guide your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, lower down. 2 more times, just like that. Lifting up. Make sure the neck is long. You're not lifting your chin. You're lifting with your upper back muscles. And do 1 more, please. Lifting up and down. Good. Let's go ahead, press your way and breathe your way back into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, step your right foot forward towards your right thumb. And let's lift the back knee up. So I want to do this lunge with no hands. So I've got my blocks just by the side of my feet in case I need them. But see if, and you can start with the back knee down if that feels more stabilizing for you. So I want you to just reach your hands down, fingers down, and guide the heart forward. Guide the outer right hip and sitting bone back and towards your inner left thigh. Right there, so you're engaging the back of the right hamstring. So fingers are down, and then fly the fingers back. Palms up, just like we did in the halfway standing forward fold, halfway lift. Good. So feel like the whole front body lifts away from pull of gravity. Again, that back knee can be up. So we're doing a lunge with no hands. No hands here. Good. Bring the fingers down. Feel how that shortens the collarbones. Bring the arms out. Fly out. Move your front right shin forward. Lengthen your tailbone back and your outer right hip. And sitting bone towards the inside of the left leg. 1 more breath. Good. Bring the hands down. Step the right foot back. Downward facing dog. Come forward into your high plank position. 3-part breath. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Right? New patterns, just something a little different. Step the left foot forward. Same procedure, second side, left foot steps forward. You decide. If you feel more stable with the back knee down, then that's where you rest the back knee. It can be up or down. Nice straight shin, knee above foot, above ankle, and then go ahead. Reach the arms back, fly it back. Whole front body lifts away from gravity, so we're not collapsing down. If anything, the front body feels like it has a lift to the back body. Right front heads of the shoulder blades are not pulling down, they're lifting away. Bring the fingertips down, feel how that takes the shoulder blades off the back, and then go ahead, reach the arms out, fly out. See if you can find 3-part breath here in this no-handed flying lunge here. One more breath. Bring the hands to frame the front foot. Step the left foot back into downward facing dog. Good. One more breath here. Come forward again into your high plank position. Front body lifts away from the pull of gravity. Long through the low back. Extension out through the sternum and the heart. Good. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Again, step your right foot forward towards the right thumb. This time you're going to lift your back knee up and step your back foot forward just a bit. Okay? Step it back, step it forward so your right hip is right over your right heel. I'm using my blocks for support here. You might not need that. So nice straight line, hip over knee. My knee is soft over heel and ankle. The back toes is like my kickstand here. Now, I'm going to lengthen my arms out like I'm flying and like a goalpost arms, right? Good. Now go ahead and move and shift your weight forward. Keep lifting your elbows away. Float the back leg up into a variation of Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Long through the low back. Sternum forward. Energy from the right sitting bone down the leg to be very grounded. Keep inviting the front body to resist the pull of gravity. You're lifting your inner elbows, fingers are spread, and then go ahead, tap that back leg back down. Let's come into a lunge, a traditional lunge. You might like this because this is a familiar pattern right here. This is a familiar shape, right? Bring your hands down, step your left foot forward, and again, halfway lift. Go ahead, lengthen, forward, forward, forward. Energy from sitting bones down into the legs. Try not to have the collarbones shorten, but widen. Good. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up to standing. Let your palms meet over your head, and then just draw your prayer hands down to your heart. Take a moment. Take a breath. Move into your best breath, your 3-part breath. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up and over. Exhale, fold forward again, keeping the collarbones as broad as you can as you float all the way down to the earth. Walk your feet back and your hands forward into downward facing dog. Come forward into your high push-up position. Long, low back. Tailbone towards the heels. Heart forward. And then come back downward facing dog. That was a long plank. Changing the patterns. Okay. Let's step left foot forward. Left foot forward. And again, you can use your blocks. You're going to walk your back foot forward a bit. Right, so you're aligning your left hip over your left knee, over the left heel. Okay, and then you're going to bring your arms out to the side like you're flying, and then goal post your arms. So the arms look like this if you're looking at the camera. Good. Now energy down through the standing leg and float the right leg up behind you. Doesn't matter how high. What is important is that that right leg stays straight with energy. As much energy as you're focusing on the standing leg. Front body resists the pull of gravity. See if you can find 3-part breath, even in this most challenging position. Feel like your left sitting bone moves towards your inner right thigh. Your inner thighs, right inner thighs rolls up. The left inner thigh rolls back and in. Good. Go ahead, release the back foot down, and then take the traditional Anjaneyasana right in the knee. Back knee can always be down. Enjoy 2 breaths here, 3-part breath. Low belly, mid ribs, upper chest. Just receive all that beautiful energy and breath and prana. Good, bring your hands back down and then step the back foot forward. Uttanasana, standing forward fold, and then finding that Superman halfway lift. And then this time flip the palms up and lift your body all the way up to standing, palms meet over your head. Bring your prayer hands down to your heart. Take a moment to breathe. Close your eyes. Just enjoy. One more breath. Sweep your arms up over your head. Exhale, lengthen collarbones out to fingertips and float all the way down. Walk your feet back into downward facing dog. Good. With an inhale, you'll step your right foot forward towards your right thumb. Again, this time anchor the back heel down. Arrange the front knee so it's directly over the front heel. And then draw the outer right hip back. Before you do anything, draw the outer right hip back. You can even take your right hand and guide it there. And then swing up to Virabhadrasana 2. Warrior 2. Think of some straight lines here. Straight thigh bone, not angled. So if you have enough, you might have the flexibility to go into that 90 degrees. We're working towards that 90 degrees. And there's an intense stretch here in the groin. Not a stretch that includes pain or piercing. That's a sign to back off. But see if you can invite the top, the thigh bone to descend to have a nice straight 90 degree angle with your shin. Warrior 2. Good. Flip your front palm. And this time, instead of having the hand rest on the back leg, bring the hand forward, the left hand forward, reaching forward, plug down into the legs. Good. Pull your legs towards each other and then come up and then straighten the front leg. Turn the toes to face the long edge of your mat. Good. Good. Let's reach the arms out, goal post the arms, and again, we're going to fold forward just halfway. Here's a halfway lift here, a little bit different. Collarbones are spreading, front heads of the arm bones are lifting. And then you can descend all the way forward. Just allowing the upper back, the neck and the head to drape over. Legs are strong. They're grounding and they're drawing isometrically in towards each other. Good. Let's go ahead And walk your hands over to your left foot as if we've stepped our left foot forward. And pull the outer left hip back so you're building from the ground up into Warrior Two on the second side. And again, take some breath, take some time to see where can you arrange that front leg, back leg. We're charging the energy out from the back hip into the back foot. So there's courageous charging with the back leg, right? And there's courageous grounding from front knee to heel. And then those two charged, courageous limbs pull in towards each other so you can lengthen up out of it for Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. Flip your front palm, reach it back, take your right arm underneath. Right, so the left hip might want to lift up a little bit here, and you just charge that energy down into both legs. Then go ahead, come back up, Warrior Two. All right, bring your hands to frame your front foot, step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Good, come forward into your high push-up position as you inhale. Long, low back. Take one 3-part breath here. Good, and then come back up to downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Right foot forward. Back heel anchors down. Your back foot's in about 45 degrees. Bring your hands to your hips. Right hip pulls back. Just come to standing. So you're facing your right foot, right? The back toes face more towards the front left corner of your mat here. Your hips are facing forward. Good. Go ahead now. Pull your right hip back. Turn your torso. Turn your back toes. So we're pulling the right hip back. We're reaching our arms. We're moving towards triangle pose, but we're going to keep reaching our right arm. Just reach your right arm forward. So we're not going to bring our right arm down. A little different. We're going to change the pattern. Change the pattern here of what you usually do. Right hip is pulling back. Leg through the low back. Feel like the back body leans back just a bit. Bend your front knee. Move your energy forward. Just step the back foot in a little bit. Pulling the right hip back, right inner thigh back, and then float the left leg up and reach the right fingers towards your right toes. So it's half moon, no hands. Not so easy, right? I have fallen out of this more than I've stuck it, right? But it's a change in your thought pattern. Breathing, smiling through the wiggling, laughing through the falling, regrounding, right? Outer right hip back. Charge that energy down into the right foot like it's so planted. Charge the energy out through the left hip, out through the left foot. And then broaden the collarbones like we've been doing all practice. Good. Step back, if you can, back to Warrior Two. Windmill the arms. Step back, downward facing dog. Come forward, high plank position. 3-part breath for 1 breath here. Long, low back, front body drawing in. Supercharged. Super core-tastic. Good. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana is the Sanskrit. All right, left foot steps forward. And again, you're going to turn your back toes in, and we're going to come up to standing. So first, the hips are square. That's all you're going to do. Hips are square. You're going to lift your back toes, rotate them, right, and reach your arms out. Pull and guide your left hip back and reach the left arm forward. So we're not bringing the left arm down like traditional triangle. We're changing our thought pattern here. Feel like your inner left thigh moves back and up. Your inner right thigh moves forward. And it's a It's internal rotation with the front leg, external rotation with the back leg. If you know what that means, and it's okay if you don't. Lean your body back. Good. All right, so start to bend that front leg, front knee, and then go ahead, just walk the back knee in. Charge that outer left hip back. Charge down through the left leg into the left heel. Charge out through the right leg, right? And then the left fingers move down, the right fingers move up. That's it. Just breathe here. Fall if you need to fall. It's a good opportunity because you get to come back to your center. See if you can find that 3-part breath. Release the facial tissue. Give it a go. A couple more times. If maybe you stuck it, right? It doesn't matter whether you stick it or you keep trying. This is how we start new patterns, new habits. This is the growth that's happening. We don't just say screw it and walk away. We just keep going into this new habit. Okay, everybody, step back. Warrior 2. Windmill your arms, step back. Downward facing dog. Awesome work. Lower your knees, open your knees wide. Let your big toes touch, and then slide your hips back into child's pose. I think it's the only child's pose we've done the whole practice, or that I've offered. Maybe you've done more, and that's great. Relax the head down. Relax the effort. Let the ground receive the effort. And then breathe your 3-part breath. And allow your breath to receive the 3-part breath here. Relax your shoulders. Relax the tissues, muscle tissues of your face. Slowly lift your torso away from the ground. You can swing your feet to the right or left and find your way onto your backs. Pull your knees into your chest. Hands on the knees and just draw circles here. You can let go of the Ujjayi breath, 3-part breath now. Reverse the direction of your knee circles. And then release your feet to the floor. Reach your arms over your head. Take a lovely stretch here. Extend your legs all the way out. Reach from fingertips to toes and then relax down. Pull your knees in one more time. And then parallel your shins so they're 90 degrees or perpendicular to the floor. And then go ahead, allow them to float over to either side. It doesn't matter which side goes first. Anchor whatever opposite shoulders onto the ground and enjoy that stretch like we had in the beginning of class. Low back, outer hip. As if the top part of your body above your navel moves to one direction as the bottom part of your body moves to the other direction. Let go of any muscular holding in your legs, your feet, and your ankles. Your knees might not even be touching. It might be here. You can, support with your hand or put a block there. It doesn't matter if the legs are connected. Just give in to gravity. Let gravity have your legs. Good. Let's very gently guide your legs back to the center. shins are parallel or perpendicular, one or the other. I always get the two confused. And then go ahead to your second side. Again, your legs might not stay together. That's okay. But do keep your shoulders connected to the ground and release all of the efforting, all of the muscular efforting that you've done in your feet, in your ankles, in your legs. So you're just getting that lovely low back stretch, outer hip stretch. Take a deep breath in, open your mouth, sigh out. Continue to coax greater relaxation now. So sometimes we have a pattern of work, and then it's just a collapse. In yoga, we work hard, but we rest equally, right? The rest is as important as the work. So we balance the two out. Guide your legs back to the center. Extend your feet out, heels to the corners of your mat. Allow your feet to fall open. We're moving into a posture. So Shavasana is a posture. So we want to arrange our arms so they're equal distance away from our side bodies with the palms up. We want to arrange our legs so they're equal distance, a little wider than your hips, and feel the center of your skull. So you are the architect of this final posture, Shavasana. Close your eyes and be open to receiving this rest with awareness. I speak of awareness a lot, so see if you can be aware of any part of you, whether it's physically or maybe it's mentally, maybe it's emotionally, that feels like it's not completely or could be more relaxed, right? What is complete relaxation? With awareness. So it's not sleep. It's this knowingness that you are maybe coaxing a habit or a pattern to release. Maybe a pattern of holding the jaw or the shoulders, or tension behind the eyes, or maybe there's tension behind the heart or the belly or whatever it is. The awareness moves us towards that change, but we have to be aware of it first. So take a deep breath in, take a long breath out. Awareness of your face, awareness of the throat, awareness of your shoulders, your arms and your hands. Awareness of your spine. Awareness of your ribs. Awareness of your hips, legs, and feet. As the breath quiets, the mind quiets, Please stay in Shavasana if you're able to stay for as long as you can. And just settle into your awareness. If you'd like to come to your seat, you can slowly roll to either side and gently press yourself up. Becoming aware of the shift from when you began to now. I want to thank you all for practicing. Again, please visit balancewebster.com. I'll direct you to our YouTube channel. We appreciate the support, monetary support, to keep our doors open virtually. And eventually, the real doors will open. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Thank your body. Thank your heart. Thank your mind. And thank this moment. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Namaste.